Hello, welcome to episode 40 we're on now of No Holds Barred Pod. That's Sal.
Hello.
Hi, and I'm Don. Welcome back. This is 2 episodes in 2 days for us, so that's quite exciting.
Can we call this one, did we mention they're all psychopaths?
What, this one? Yeah, we can call that. Yeah, that's the episode title. Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's early doors title for the episode nailed down, so that's good. Yeah, yesterday we did an episode on PMQs when Nigel Farage did his appearance on Times Radio, so Sal and I broke it down and put a little counter up on the YouTube video and Spotify if you want to watch it. He got into double figures with his lies. So,
Well, you just spoiled it now, because I was going to suggest people go back and watch it and play a game of how many do you think he's going to tell. Don't spoil it for me, because I'm only up to 10 so far.
okay, sorry.
I haven't watched it all yet because, life happened. And
Well, I only said double
yeah.
figures. So,
yeah,
you know.
well, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, but what you're saying is it's somewhere between 10 and 99.
True.
So you're limiting
True.
people's options by...
Okay, is it double figures and above? 10 to infinity?
Can we just keep talking nonsense about nothing that matters for longer?
Yeah.
Then we're going to...
Yeah, I know. So,
I am
yeah,
so exhausted with all this news. How is
it's a
that the
bit-
word that sums it all up? But,
Yeah, it's a weird kind of small word for a very lot of information. We're only on January the 8th. It's just mad.
Don't put it like that. Christ on a bike.
A week into the new year and the world's gone to shit already. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have some not very nice subjects to talk about today. It's mainly going to be America, I think, isn't it?
Well, it's connected
has
to
to be.
everything. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally everything.
Yeah, I said to you before we started recording, I just wrote on my notes, America, where to start, and then wrote 3 pages because it's hard to put into words, like you say. It's just really difficult to describe what's been going on, but we'll give it a go.
Oh, do you know what we could do?
In
words I never thought I'd say. I'm really going to enjoy the Reform Roundup this week, brief though it might be. Can we please do that first?
Yeah, it's brief. Yeah,
That's
we can do that.
comfort news relative to what we're going to talk about.
It's just not like end of world catastrophic news like everything else. Yeah, that's fine. We can do Reform Roundup because it is one thing and one thing only this week, really, because they've been pretty quiet since Trump went into Venezuela. Farage being massively in hock
Very
to Trump.
Quiet.
Yeah, exactly. As in hock to Donald Trump as he is, he's not really said very much about it. So, apart from yesterday, they did their obligatory press conference, but only one this week rather than their usual 3. And that was to announce their mayoral candidate for the mayor of London. Now,
in the greatest brass neck incident the year has ever seen.
Well, exactly.
See, that's not fucking true, is it now? Jesus H.
Oh, no, it's not.
In the biggest brass neck scene on this island this year.
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah, that works.
They want to replace the terrible Muslim London mayor with an actually terrible Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle me that. What it has done, hilariously, is put the cat amongst the pigeons with all the reformatives.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
They're not happy. They're not happy.
They're not. And I wrote something a couple of days ago about
delicious
this whole Trump nonsense, which is really putting a schism in the right and the far right, because that the sensible people are aghast at what Trump's doing, but then the far right are like Tommy Robinson, etc., are on Twitter going, "Oh, come and invade us, Trump. We love you."
These patriots, yeah.
So it's splitting the right and the far right, which is quite interesting. And Farage and Reform must be finding it difficult to know what side of the fence to kind of go on to with that, because Farage owes him so much. But yeah, so Layla Cunningham has been announced without any consultation of their membership in inverted commas which is what they're supposed to
The
do.
people who can't get off subscription.
Yeah, the people. Yeah, that's true. Loads of people have been trying to unsubscribe from Reform and they can't. But yeah, so instead of actually like putting it to their members or any kind of vote, Farage, the dictator, announced at a press conference yesterday that Layla Cunningham will be the mayoral candidate for London. Mayor, said mayor twice, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But this morning, I noticed that. Let me just find it. Farage very quickly has now changed it to prospective candidate for London mayor.
Oh, she's on thin ice.
Already overnight changed it from candidate to prospective candidate.
Can we also just mention that her husband works for Oswald Mosley's grandson in Palantir?
He does. Yes, she's very closely linked to the US.
Massive coincidence.
Far right, exactly, with Palantir. It's her second husband, isn't it? And she's got, I believe, 7 children. Yeah, she's a mum of 7. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you by her face, if she's a mum of 7, she's had a lot of childcare. A lot of childcare, more than your average mum would get. Yeah,
for sure. Well, she lived in America for a while when she married this American fella, and it's obviously gone to money. If the guy works for Palantir, he's a big cheese at Palantir. So sorry, I just realised I haven't got that on. That's better. And she was due to stand as the Tory candidate in as an MP. I've forgotten where it was, up north somewhere, but she kind
Rotherham.
of. Oh, that was it, Rotherham. But then sort of mysteriously pulled out at the last minute, and then
she doesn't want to be living up there, does she?
No, exactly. And then a few months later, went to become the London Assembly member, and then jumped ship to Reform, like nearly every Tory that's going. But yeah, so I think they've really fucked it up, this, because social media is full of what I would have called Reform voters now stating that they are no longer Reform voters and that they can't believe that they've picked a Muslim woman to be their mayoral candidate. And Farage has made a boo-boo here, I think.
It's upset the beardy violent thief as well, hasn't it? Sorry, beardy violent thief traitor.
Which one's that?
That lives in Dubai.
Oh, is this Ant Middleton? Yeah. Well, Ant Middleton declared he was running as London mayoral candidate for Reform.
Even though he's not legally allowed.
Yeah. Well, that's the least of his problems. He said he was running for Reform before Reform had even considered announcing him. And then Reform said, no, you're not running for us. And then he said, yes, I am. And then, I don't know. But he's obviously not now. So, but that's what social media have been like. Oh, why can't we have an SAS hit war hero or whatever instead of a Muslim woman? They're really, really upset by this. So,
it's hilarious.
Farage
hoisted
has
by
made
their own fucktard.
Yes, exactly. There's a massive misstep for Reform.
And we're here for that.
Absolutely. I mean, the cynical amongst us would say that he chose a brown woman for a reason. But,
a brown woman in the same way Suella Braverman's a brown woman.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, that's it. So, yeah. So there's been a big hoo-ha about that, and that's basically the Reform roundup for the week. Nothing much has happened apart from that, and apart from what he did yesterday, which you can go and look at on our YouTube, which was
obsequious twat.
Yeah, he lied a number of times on Times Radio.
I'm gonna go with no, I'm not, because I don't want to ruin it for anyone else. I've got prior guessing.
What I will say that he started slowly, and then as it got towards the end, he built right up.
So, I'd have got it very wrong then. I'd have got it very wrong. So, and also I've got no memories.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, of things that aren't crucial to remember.
Excuse me. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, Reform for the week. That's it. Nothing else to write home about, to be honest. That's it. So we need to move on, and we're going to talk about America because it's in a bad way.
I want to curl up in a ball and cry.
I know, it's really sad.
Just unreal.
Well, should we start with Venezuela? Because that kind of happened a few days ago, even though it seems like
Yeah.
2 months ago it happened. I don't think it happened between
Oh, I
us
mean, to be
recording.
honest, you could start in 1945, but we
yeah,
haven't
you
got time
could.
for that today.
That's true.
Nobody got time for that.
It started last week. Well, the beginning of this week. It was since we recorded last. I know it was Sunday. That's when it was. Trump kind of enacted a coup d'etat in Venezuela, removed a foreign president with his Delta Force troops.
Murdered
overnight.
over 80 people.
Yeah, well, last I saw it was about 100. They were saying, and that's
with lots of innocents involved as well.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's talking about that. That's the problem. I've written that down further on, but yeah, it's they went in and they sort of took President Maduro and his wife from Venezuela, from Caracas, chucked him on a helicopter and flew him over to a warship in the sea and put him on trial in New York on Monday morning for drug running. It's just mad. He's basically sort of installed J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio as like de facto dictators in Venezuela now, which is just mad. I don't even know what to say more about
They're not They're not even there though. They've made the deputy president, vice president.
Right, yeah.
What's her name? Because I don't know if you remember when we were last talking about it. Let me get her name up.
Machado.
No, I don't know. Was it Machado? Hang on.
She's the one that won the Nobel Prize, Machado.
Yeah. No.
Delhi something is the vice president.
Delcy Rodriguez is who I wanted to talk to you about, because last time we mentioned Venezuela and I was saying, the poor bastards just bounce from dictator to dictator with each one going, I'm different, and then they're not. This Delcy Rodriguez, she's pretty much been pushed up by her brother, who works in tandem with her. They're Hugo Chavez fans, who did a deal with Maduro.
Yeah.
And has now obviously done some sort of deal with Trump. But they're all just as bad as each other. The poor people of Venezuela are fucked. And more than that, it wasn't you I was telling it to. I was telling somebody else. I watched, I think it was yesterday, the Majority Report, and they have a phone in. And this guy rang in and he said, look, he was an American fella. He said, I'm a geologist. I think he said he worked for Chevron. It might have been Exxon, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But one of the oil companies. And he said, I understand, like, the territory. He doesn't agree with it, but he said, I understand what they're doing. He said, what I don't understand is why they're going after the oil to pull it over to the US. He said, because I'm sure he said his company had extracted like the record amount of crude oil barrels from of this particular thick type of crude oil that's only in Venezuela and isn't in America.
All right.
And he said that the means of refining it is that heavy duty, they struggle to make a profit.
No.
And he said they don't currently have enough infrastructure to do that in America, so they're just going to be piling the oil up.
Oh, right. I mean, that's just Trump's greed, isn't it? He announced that's just pure greed, and he announced that he wanted 30 to 50 million barrels he was going to take out of Venezuela like immediately. But if you're saying they can't even do anything with it, that's just him being a dickhead and going
makes it worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It really does. He's just being a toddler going, "Gimme, I want that. I've taken you out now. I'm having
just so you can have it, not because you need it or want it, just to have it, so somebody else hasn't got it. It's fucking infantile." And that's nuts. How we know the man is an actual lunatic.
Yeah, he really is.
Why is nobody with a platform calling out the fact that he's utterly mental?
Well, one of the House representatives, Eric Salwell, today did in Congress, but it's.
I mean, fuck it. Marjorie Taylor Greene has resigned her position.
I know she's like. The voice of reason has become Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's how fucked we are. Yeah, exactly. It's just what? So, yeah, I mean, so in the last week, Trump has hijacked not one, not 2, but 3 oil tankers now.
And with whose assistance?
Yeah.
That's what.
The one yesterday, the Marinera, or the Bella 1 as it was previously called, was a slow motion chase through the Atlantic by American Marine Corps, I think it was, and the Navy, and the British RAF helping out with their P-8 spy planes and stuff like that, which is not good. To be complicit in Trump's kind of ongoing kind of mission.
This country is disgusting.
I think we said
nothing great about it.
No, I said yesterday about like this sort of coalition between the American and British armed forces, but when you see daily what Trump's doing, there's no reason that we should be involved in this shit with him. That just shouldn't happen.
What he's saying, let alone what he's doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
he's clearly fucking insane.
He is. Starmer should not be allowing this to be, or allowing our equipment and military to be partaking in Trump's
Macron
piracy.
Fucking isn't. Macron's getting on a war footing. He announced it today.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You said before. I know.
I imagine by now the Macrons have had enough of fucking America.
Yeah, too right.
And you can turn around and say Starmer's being diplomatic, doing what he has to do. That's absolute bullshit. The man is an invertebrate shithouse. He doesn't have to comply with anything. He can make his own rules. That's literally comes with the job.
Yeah.
But he's a shithouse. And he doesn't want to upset the apple cart, so he's going to let somebody else do it, which is going to leave us at the bottom of the apple cart.
As always. I think the time for diplomacy with America has passed now. That's the problem. And Starmer, he's so... What's a word for unfleet of foot? He can't pivot. He can't react quickly. Like, he's the prime minister. Like,
he's just a lump of fucking clay, isn't he?
You know, the right always call him out for flip-flopping, but he is doing it a lot. Like, he's going to flip-flop on the business rates thing. That's been announced this afternoon. He's rolling back.
You're joking.
No, they're rowing back on pubs' business rates. I don't know what is going to come out of it.
The most dangerous drug in the world is, we need to keep plying people with it. No alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. Sorry, yeah. But they're going to row back on the business rates for pubs and probably have to be restaurants and shops and stuff as well. But Starmer can't make a decision and stick to it. It's because he's making all the wrong decisions. It's just really disappointing. And that goes into the Trump thing as well.
Do you know what, though? It's like, having had a second to think about it, I'm glad they're rolling back on the business rate thing, because it's small businesses that are getting affected.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And 100%. They're the ones we do need, they're the last bastion of civility.
Yeah. I know. I live in a village with a small pub and a small shop, a village shop and a village pub, and that's all we've got in our village. And both are really struggling, and both are going to be fucked over. The landlord of the pub down the road has been very vocal. In fact, he was interviewed on in the Telegraph and various other places, and he's shouting loud about it, because effectively they were going to have to close down the pub. And this is like our little village community hub. They do like mental health stuff in there, they do freaking yoga in there, painting sessions, they do everything in that place. So it's, I get the alcohol bit, but it's not just that. So they need to change the business.
Oh no, I get it's a community
but for shops
thing.
But for the shops as well, and for the restaurants and the cafes and the small, pottery shops or whatever you want to call, all these tiny small businesses. I don't know. There was a threat today, apparently, that they were going to vote against the budget bill in the House of Commons. His backbenchers, and if his Labour backbenchers vote against the budget, that's effectively like you need to call a general election. So he's had to row back because of that. That's what they were saying today. So he's in big trouble.
I think he should fuck off. I don't think he has not got the steel to deal with this circumstance that he happens to have found himself in.
I mean, they talk about him being good on the world stage, and to that I do kind of get that point, but
in that he's a John Major.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
And I mean, historical John Major, because John Major now is quite good.
Yes.
Relative to what the fuck we're dealing with.
Yeah, true. But no, I know. I don't know what's gone wrong with Labour. I don't know what's happened. They've just not been prepared. and they've just made a series of terrible decisions, and their communications, as we've mentioned a million times, are just
they've turned on
woeful.
who they were / are,
Yeah,
and they've outed themselves as the uni party. And we've seen that the way he greets Farage. I did a thing. Somebody put a thing on Twitter last night about one of the Dems being all matey with Marco Rubio or somebody in the White House,
right.
and it's like, this is just a stage act. Everybody, there is no right and left. They are all just the establishment, keeping the status fucking quo, and they've been revealed. And this is a whole scramble because end stage capitalism is upon us. I believe.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. I wish it had hurried the fuck up.
Yeah.
What came after the end of Rome? Because I want to get to that bit.
What after Rome burned down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what happened then.
I'll be happy when, the Houses of Parliament is a museum.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Let's bring it back to Trump because we've gone off on one. But yeah, Starmer shouldn't have been involved yesterday in that sort of Atlantic kind of potential Cuban missile crisis, because Russia was sending a submarine at the same time as Britain and US were converging on this tanker, and they said it was empty, but I don't know. I don't know if you believe the conspiracy theories.
You've only got to look at it to tell.
Yeah, but was it really though empty?
Because they've got the
Plimsoll line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there must have been something on there, because they don't send Russian submarines out after ships like that. As part of the Ghost Fleet, they call it, which sort of been ferrying oil back and forth since the war started in Russia. Or
Whose ship was it?
It was sailing under. It was a Venezuelan ship,
But then
they
painted a Russian flag on it.
Yeah, mid voyage they changed the name from Bella 1 to Marinera and painted a Russian flag on it. And then declared they were sailing under the flag of Russia, which Russia actually accepted online. I saw they put out a post on Twitter or something saying, yeah, that's fine, that's a Russian ship now, hence why they were sending a submarine. But
anything to wind Trump up, though, innit?
Yeah, but it's happened before and they've not sent submarines. I don't know. I mean, I'm just being a conspiracy theorist. But anyway, it should never have fucking happened. But Trump's hijacked 3 boats. That's the headline. Pirated 3 boats in the last week.
You're going to have to help me out here. I'm having a bit of a mental breakdown, but I'm going to verbalise it because I think it's interesting.
Yeah, go for it.
Culturally speaking.
Yeah.
Was there a Russian... Fuck me. Was there Was there a Russian submarine off the coast of, like way off the coast of Scotland recently? Or have I been watching a Netflix thing?
No, that's happened. And also bombers.
I can't fucking tell.
No. No. Yeah, we've got to that stage.
I thought it might have been part of a spy thing I've been watching or something.
Yeah. It sounds like a Netflix kind of spy thriller.
But there wasn't there?
Yeah.
A Russian submarine, and didn't America try and... What happened with that?
It got threatened and had to sort of go back to international waters, but it happens quite often.
Christ.
The Russians send over these big, I can't remember what they're called, Antonov, I think they are, bombers, and they're reconnaissance planes, and they send them as close as they possibly can to the coastline of Scotland and try and get across to Canada.
How about
America.
we just put all the mentalists away and we all just settle down in our countries and work cooperatively?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
You know, like rational, stable people.
I know.
Fuck me.
I know. I've been listening to Rest is History. Was it Rest is History or Rest is one of the history things I listened to? A series on on Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, and not Robert Kennedy, John Kennedy. I listened to the one about his brother afterwards, so I'm getting confused. And they were talking about the Bay of Pigs and the Cuban Missile Crisis predominantly, about when Russia sent loads of warships towards Cuba. And it just all feels very much like we're back there, in 1960.
Well, yeah, except JFK was a pacifist, wasn't he? That's why he didn't last very long.
No, he was a dove. He definitely wasn't a hawk. But yeah, I know. It's just... The whole thing is like a sort of cross between the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Gulf War. It all feels the first one particularly, I remember.
The only way we're going to find out is if anybody actually stands up to that orange monster.
I think it's going to take quite a lot for that to happen.
I mean, I listened to Owen Jones the other day. He's resigned to the fact that Greenland is going to be taken. I'm like, what the fuck is that? How about no?
Yeah, no, that's
and
not
now,
like that happen.
Now they're saying they're not going to invade Greenland, but they want to buy it. But they want to buy it in the way that they wanted to buy the Venezuelan oil. And the Venezuelans said, no, it is nationalized. You can pay this much for it. And the Americans went, you won't let us have your oil. And the Venezuelans went, that's not what we're saying. We're saying this is how we do it. And if you want to play with us, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
No. What?
We're just going to take over your country now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So that they're going to buy it. And if we don't let them buy it, because that's what they did with Maduro, wasn't it? He was like, I'll do any deal you want. And they went, too late.
Well,
are you 12?
I know. Oh, podcast's back. I put in my notes, actually about 2 paragraphs down, but it feeds into that because I think basically he almost admitted that he kidnapped Maduro because Maduro mocked his dancing.
He actually said, what?
Yeah, that's what he's basically. Maduro was
I've
on
heard him say agree with kidnap, but I didn't know the dancing bit.
Yeah. Let me find the page. It was Mehdi Hassan put out a post on Twitter about it. He said
the fragility of narcissists, man.
Yeah. So this was 6th of January. So yeah. So Trump said on Maduro, he's a violent guy. He gets up there and he tries to imitate my dance.
Yeah, that's really violent.
So the NYT reports, this is Mehdi now. Mehdi said the New York Times reporting was correct. Of course it was. The dancing bothered Trump so much and helped justify his abduction of Maduro. Because I saw the video of Maduro on stage going, yeah, whatever, Trump, come and get me.
He did Don't Worry, Be Happy, didn't he?
Yeah. And that really...
Which I thought was really funny.
If you believe what you're reading in the New York Times, that was the red line for Trump. And he went and
no, because he threatened to invade him, didn't he? And that was his response.
And
he said, trolled him.
Yeah, and that sent Trump over the edge, apparently. The little dance, the mock. What do you say about, like, rational people being brought to the front? I don't know. It's just, we're in such a toddler mentality of people that running the world now. Oh.
Yeah, Bruce has come to say hello.
Yeah. Hello, Bruce.
The Dark Knight comes to save the world. This is as close as we're going to get to a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
Panther Cat. So
he nicked Maduro. He got him to Manhattan, put him in a jail in Brooklyn, the same jail that was he had already had Juan Orlando Hernandez in at one point, who was sentenced to 40-something years in prison for...
He's with Diddy and Luigi Mangione, isn't he?
That's right, yeah, those two as well. Hernandez, who was the president of Honduras and was sent to jail for 46 years, I think it was, Trump pardoned him, let him out. He
actually had been smuggling cocaine as well.
400 tons of cocaine that man smuggled. And then the Department of Justice indicted Maduro on Monday morning in the court in Manhattan. And the whole reason Trump kept going on and on about, like, Venezuela was them smuggling fentanyl. But the DOJ indictment didn't mention fentanyl once, not a single time. So
the problem is they've accused him of doing crimes that he hasn't done in America where he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
I'm going to say that there's going to be a technical throwing out of that case, but he's just going to make him suffer for a bit, isn't he?
Basically, that's it.
Force him into exile.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the guy's a fucking horrible man. He's a dictator and he's run the country into the ground and he's tortured people and he needed to be removed, but not by fucking Donald Trump. So,
I've been asking for a long time where the UN is and NATO.
Yeah, you said it yesterday.
Because they've been letting these people get away with this since ever.
Yeah.
And this was always going to be an inevitable consequence. It was just a case of fucking when. Oh, when the madman steps up, right? Oh, speaks English, does he? Brilliant.
Yeah. I know, but it wasn't for Trump to do it, was it? So
It was going to happen because capitalism breeds psychopathy.
well, it does. It does. I think the most damning thing for me that I heard afterwards was that Trump had informed 2 major oil companies and several media outlets that he was going to do this, but he hadn't informed Congress or any world leaders. He literally went to the oil companies going, I'm going to go and take Venezuela.
And somebody made 400 million on the stock market.
Yeah, there's someone they reckon was Baron Trump as well, don't they? They think that was Trump Junior, whatever he is.
Wouldn't surprise anybody. He's the spawn, and he's a terrible person. He's just like his fucking dad.
Yeah, definitely.
It's disgusting.
Really creepy looking. Yeah.
He's an absolute danger, that lad.
Yeah, I think so. He looks like he's out of The Omen, like Damien.
He beat his nanny up and everything.
Did he? Oh, I didn't know
that. And he's killed animals. He's horrible. He's an actual
psycho. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in any way. But that was the rumor that it was him that had made 400 million on betting on the stock market before Trump went in. But yeah, so Trump didn't inform Congress like he should. He informed 2 major oil companies and I think 3 media outlets before anyone else in the world. It's what we were talking about yesterday in the podcast, in the PMQ's pod, was how Patrick Maguire and Farage and Kemi Badenoch were leading, having a go at Starmer because he hadn't spoken to Trump. But Trump's not speaking to anybody.
Yeah.
He's not speaking. He's speaking to the oil companies. He's not speaking to world leaders.
You see, he's very good at lists. He could have listed a load of people who haven't spoken to Trump.
Yeah, exactly. I know he should. Macron, Schultz, whoever else, Donald Tusk, anyone you can mention, Georgia Maloney, anyone. Yeah, I know. So yeah, that was pretty shocking. Yeah. Oh, there's a photo of when it happened, of when the Delta Force went in and did the raid on Maduro. There's a photo online. I'll put a link to it, or I'll put a picture in. And it's Trump and Hegseth, I think it is. And they didn't oversee this raid from the White House Situation Room. Did you know
it was Mar-a-Lago, wasn't it?
They did it from a fucking ballroom.
In a fucking hotel.
Yes, a ballroom of a fucking hotel with some black curtains in the background, which are partially open so passers-by can see what's going on. It's absolutely fucking mad.
I mean, that's right. That's right up there with redaction by PDF, isn't
it? With what? Yeah.
Redaction by PDF.
Oh, yeah.
To be undone by Word. Oh, don't go away. I wanted me thinking tail.
Unsecured space with a light black backdrop at a private resort. Yeah. And there's a big gap in the curtains you can see through the fucking
That alone should be criminal.
That's impeachment. It should be. I mean, he's done about 1 million things that should have him impeached, but to raid a foreign country and kidnap a foreign president from your fucking hotel ballroom, I mean, yeah, that's nuts.
And we're not condemning it either, which, fuck me.
Yeah. And we're
Cooper jumped through some fucking gymnastic hoops the other day. The cheeky, two-faced bastards, Yvette Cooper, when she did
I didn't even hear her statement.
They had an urgent questions over Venezuela, I think. And she just wouldn't condemn it. It was unreal.
I know they are sort of contorting themselves into...
You're defending people for doing what Putin's done to Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? I mean, Putin hasn't even kidnapped anybody. He's just invaded. No. Well, he's invaded them.
Yeah.
What Trump's done is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, people on the right and the Labour Party mentally contorting themselves not to say, oh, he's done a bad thing. Kidnapping, piracy, oil theft. I mean, whatever else you want to keep going. But that's Venezuela.
Do you reckon that's a Zio thing, or?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're just desperate not to fall out with him. I just think...
Why?
Because because of Brexit, that's my answer. Yeah. Because we're not part of the EU anymore. We have to be attached to someone.
Dickens!
Starmer's so...
This was the whole point of Brexit, to put us in this position.
Starmer's so loath to go back to the EU because I don't know what he's worried about. He's fucking as low as he could possibly go in the polls. So
I asked
why not?
Richard Corbett to his, like, in person why. It makes no sense. Explain to me why Starmer's refusing to talk about going back. He doesn't want to be seen as a liar going back on manifesto promises. Well, I think that ship's fucking sailed.
Yeah, that's gone. That ship's in the middle of the Atlantic being chased by a Russian submarine right now. Yeah.
And even as he was saying it to me, I was like, are you for real? But I didn't want to be rude. You know, he's a nice man. And I'm like, okay.
It's mad. But I think that's it. I think we're so attached to the America now, to the US because of Brexit. Like, Starmer can't... To detach properly from the US would be catastrophic for us economically.
It won't be as catastrophic as what happens when we don't do that.
Well, no, that's true. I think, yeah, we're on that path
Fuck
now.
Me.
Yeah, you're right.
We're
on that path.
already diseased. We're going to get double infected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking.
I know. Yeah, I think that's it. I think Brexit has fucked us royally in so many ways. And this is now, I don't know how many chickens.
And this is why it makes me angry when people are facile about it. Because they can't comprehend the actual consequences of what to them is a big laugh and a fucking joke while they're getting fiscally bummed by all the energy companies. It's unreal.
Just, you lost, get over it, like, constantly. That's it, isn't it? Like,
it's not a win-lose thing, you fucking arsehole. Jesus.
We've all lost.
Why are
everyone's
people
lost?
So binary?
Yeah, I know. Because that's what Brexit taught us. You have to be binary. I think it really did. It put that into the sort of political thinking. Go on.
There's little to prove how unaware somebody is than binary thinking. It's the perfect example of you've got limited intelligence. Have an open fucking mind, because there's very rarely one or two reasons for anything.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. So, again, back to Trump. So I think that was all my notes on Venezuela, and then he announced to the world that he was going to take over Greenland, which we mentioned before.
Can I just
by force if necessary?
Just before we leave Venezuela.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, carry on.
The current status quo is that the media's reporting everyone in Venezuela is delighted.
They're not.
Everyone in Venezuela is fucking terrified.
Yeah,
and they're living pretty much under martial law.
Oh, yeah, that's very true, yeah.
And there's no, like, celebrations in the squares or the streets because they're too terrified to fucking breathe. And that will be making everybody ill for what it's worth.
Yeah,
and the longer it goes on, it makes everybody sicker. I just can't get my head around it because whatever comes or goes, he's now saying he's going to keep hold of the rights to oil in Venezuela indefinitely. He's come out today and said that indefinitely. You are not God. You are a mad person. Fuck off. And that's all I wanted to say about that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's just when you said that, I just remembered I saw a lot of posts on social media a few days ago after it happened of like millions of people in the street, but they were all AI
pulling
generated.
It from all over. Yeah, it was all bollocks. They were pulling
Loads
old
of
things
AI.
from Colombia and
yeah, exactly. It's just like, no, this isn't what's happening. As you say, they're all just waiting and don't know what's going to happen to their country again, as you mentioned earlier, for the 900th time in the 50th dictator.
It's heartbreaking. People
really
don't have to live like this. It's disgusting.
I know, they shouldn't have to. They should not have to. But, oh yeah, apropos of nothing, I just saw a post on Twitter from the UK Royal Marines saying, the UK Royal Marines are now back in the Arctic region. We're now in Greenland.
Good.
That's this afternoon. Interesting.
Good. That's fine.
I wonder what that is.
I mean, I would be very excited to think that Starmer's playing Trump at his own game by saying one thing and doing another. I just don't know if that's feasible.
I was going to say that's a reach. I mean,
I don't think he's got the stones for that, has he?
No, that'd be quite a that would take a lot of balls. But
it's more likely he's patrolling for Trump. Oh God, that can't be the case.
No, you shouldn't have said that.
Well, what the? Well,
sending the Marines
not to be binary because we don't want to be binary. Can you think of a third reason?
No, not right at the moment. I'm just going to look at
Training
what they wrote on.
exercise?
I'm just going to tell
It's
you what. I'll just find their
feasible.
actual. Here we are. NATO. Oh, it was a NATO post. Sorry, it was from NATO official post on Twitter. It says
different thing.
Yeah, sorry, but it is the UK Royal Marines. It says the Royal Marines are
On
back
behalf
in
of NATO.
the UK and Norway are beginning a new chapter of working side by side to defend the northern part of the alliance. Under a new agreement, the UK's commando force, led by the Royal Marines, will operate year-round across northern Norway's coastlines and mountains. Oh, it's Norway. I thought it was Greenland, moving beyond their usual winter missions. Okay, but it's Arctic Circle stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what that's for. It's about Greenland, but go on.
Oh no, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This is new information, you see. I have to process it.
Process it. No, fair enough.
Just let me have a look at my map.
Norway.
You'd be amazed what I can find out.
Yeah. So
US fucking hell. So
UK
our
Marines.
Marines on behalf of NATO are helping patrol Norway.
The Arctic Circle, they said specifically,
Norway.
Which is
includes Is
Greenland.
Norway the third principality of Denmark? I've been meaning to look it up all week. And
no, I don't think so.
What is? Because
I don't know. You're asking me hard questions now.
Is it Iceland?
No. Hang on. I'll tell you. This is dead air. But...
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, no. Norway's like right next to us. I didn't realise that.
Off the north
next
coast
to Scotland.
of Scotland, yeah.
So that's almost like saying "fuck you, Greenland."
Maybe they've just let go of it. Maybe they're prepared to just go, yeah, whatever. I don't know.
So, I mean, Owen Jones wouldn't have got his viewpoint out of thin air.
No, of course. No,
that's horrible. That's fucking horrible if that's the case. What's the point of NATO?
The Faroe Islands is Denmark's third. It's Denmark, Greenland, and the Faroes.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, that's the ones. I thought I'd best just have a quick check.
I mean, Greenland's fucking massive.
It's a big island. It's the biggest island in the world, I think, isn't it? I believe, from pub quiz questions.
For what? For not a continent type thing?
Yeah. I think
it is whopper.
Mm-hmm. It's massive.
I mean, do you know what? I don't know how many 100 years it'd take to plunder that bastard, but
yeah, I mean, if it's all mineral rich, you can see what Trump's end game.
Yeah, but it still not fucking is.
Well, no, of course not.
Did you see that video I put on Twitter before?
Don't know. Maybe.
This America, you know, I've been saying we should go and camp out in Zionists' houses.
Right, yeah.
To prove a point.
Yeah.
Well, a guy in America did like a bit of a skit on his neighborhood about how he's going to take over all his neighbors because it's all fine now. And
that's
basically,
I'll put it in at the end.
Put it at the end.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Well,
it's excellent. Yeah, it works for both, doesn't it? It works for.
There is no. There's no invisible line between us and them. We're all just fucking people. So don't be telling me, oh, it's international. It's different. Nope. It isn't. Yeah. It's all affecting people. It's all the fucking same.
Yeah. Stick around. I'll put that clip in at the end. It's well worth a watch.
I never even thought to put it in at the end.
But it's funny, but it's also, as you say, it's very, very accurate. So yeah, have a look at that when I put it in. So then let's skip ahead now to what happened yesterday, because this is the big story of the week. Amazingly, even though Trump's kidnapped the president and hijacked various tankers, there's a bigger story that's happened in America yesterday in Minneapolis. So it's incredibly sad and it's incredibly harrowing what happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it is.
Yesterday, an unarmed mother called Renee Good was shot in the head 3 times at point blank range by an ICE goon, let's say, because they tried to stop her car and she tried to get away from them because she was frightened. So the man shot her in the face 3 times.
Well, you would be. She was facing 5 men with guns.
Yeah. They were, it's just horrific. You can't
Whilst being a legal observer.
Yeah, she was just. I've watched the video a few times, and there's a New York Times have done an analysis of it, and I'll put a link to it, because although the video is horrible to watch, that analysis breaks down exactly what happened and why. Well, I'll come on to in a minute what Trump and his lackeys are saying, but
I can't. That's
the woman was just dropping her son off at school. She dropped her son off at school.
Did you see the glove compartment?
No, I haven't seen that. What was it?
Stuffed toys hanging out of it.
Oh, the son. Yeah, I know. It's horrendous. It's horrendous.
These people, I can't take it anymore. They're just insane. Why are we ignoring mental illness?
I know. So, yeah.
It's at the root of fucking everything.
If you've seen the video, you know, it's quite harrowing, but you can see her. She's parked across the street and it's sort of blocking the cars, and she's sort of maneuvering her car, and she waves one car which goes through, and then the ICE agent's truck pulls up alongside, and she actually sticks her hand out and waves them as if to say, you know, go past me as well. I'm trying to maneuver, but they didn't. And then they approached her car and tried to drag her out, or tried to open the door. And then as she pulled away to try and, she was obviously terrified, and she just reversed and turned away from the agents. The man at the side of the car just shot her through the window.
3 or 4 times.
Three times in the head. Yeah. 3 times. There's
no justification. It makes me so angry.
There's just no justification for it in any way whatsoever. And the fact that it happened 4 blocks from where George Floyd was murdered in Minneapolis, you know, a few years back as well. It's just mad what's happened to that city.
Do you know what? 10 years ago, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez gave a speech where she was saying Homeland Security is dangerous. We need to get rid of them. We need to defund them. Get rid of them. They're dangerous. That was 10 years ago.
She wasn't wrong, was she?
Now, and you can go and Google the figures. I haven't got them on me. But they have a bigger budget for ICE than most countries' militaries.
$800 billion.
It's the Third Reich. It's the Third fucking Reich.
Yep.
Except they're not even in uniforms. There's no identification whatsoever. No. They make the Third Reich look professional.
Yeah, I
don't know how that's a thing.
So, after it happened, Kristi Noem, who's the Secretary of State for Homeland Security, who made
the overseer of concentration camps is what she is.
Yeah, well, she turned up on camera and did a press conference afterwards in a fucking cowboy hat, I think in Texas somewhere, and basically said the woman was a deranged leftist domestic terrorist. That's what she called this girl. She called her a domestic terrorist. And she said the woman was stalking ICE agents and she was an agitator. I mean, she wasn't. She was just moving her car out the way. She was just there and moving her car out the way. And even if she was an agitator, that doesn't justify her being shot in the face.
It's not legally observing something isn't agitating anything.
No, but even being an agitator doesn't warrant what happened. No. That's the thing. Even if she was a political agitator, but her ex-husband came out and made a statement today saying she wasn't a political activist. She wasn't at all. She just dropped her son off at school and she was in the middle of it and she was, as you say, observing. But, it's just so wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong.
It really fucking is.
And then the entire Trump puppet government have been shit posting on social media since yesterday. The Department of Homeland, the Justice Department, the White House, every official U.S. State Department Twitter account is going, we stand with ICE against domestic terrorists. I mean, they're
disgusting.
There's a very famous...
It's an elevation of what Starmer's done to the protesters here. A massive elevation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's quite an escalation.
But it's the same fucking thing. It's the fascist rule book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't jump to George Orwell very much because he's overused, but his...
Do you know what's the third time somebody's mentioned him today to me? And the other two people, one was an Uber driver and the other one was one of my son's mates.
Yeah. So... You know, he said the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. And that was from his novel 1984. And that, I don't use it very often because it gets overused. We've just had
15 years of gaslighting, kid.
Yeah, we have.
And it never stopped.
But when I think something like 20 separate videos
Stop trying to eat me.
showing a woman being murdered in cold blood by an ICE agent, and then the government coming out and saying it didn't happen. Like, what can you do? I just don't understand. And
Well, it's on video, so everyone can actually see it.
nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. This afternoon, the state investigators in Minnesota have been told that they're not allowed access to any information, and they're not having cooperation from the FBI.
I've
The
got
government
a
have
hunch.
said they're not allowed to investigate.
I haven't been online, so you'd have to verify this, but I've got a hunch there are heavy protests going on.
No, well, they've started, but nothing.
Well, hopefully that'll spread like wildfire.
Yeah, well, we're only on 7 o'clock, so what is it in America? It's sort of mid-afternoon, coming into the afternoon.
3-4-ish, isn't it?
Yeah,
so...
But they will, of course. Something will happen.
They need to elevate no kings to no mad kings.
Yeah,
and put it on steroids and double in number, and then we might have something. There's only them can do it. They need to do the civil rest thing where they refuse to go to work.
Definitely.
Until he's in prison.
Definitely. Fully agree. But, yeah, so...
Because the trouble you've got now is, Don, and I don't know if it's related, but I know I mentioned to you earlier when I was in town, I happened upon a very small gathering protest of Kurdish Turkish citizens who are currently being bombed by Erdogan in Turkey.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's related. I need to go and do my due diligence, which I'll have for the next pod.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next.
But it's the same thing I talk about with the Boris Johnson effect. If Trump's gone fully off script, ignoring rules-based order that seems to have gone, so will every other mad cunt.
Yeah.
They will follow his lead. And he needs literally castrating urgently, or they're all going to do it. And we're going to be at that nuclear button point before you know it. And I hate predicting shit because I'm very infrequently wrong and I hate it. But
don't predict that. No,
riddle me something else, you know? This needs moving. He needs removing from society.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's part of it's the Project 2025 shit again. It's the playbook that they came into power with, and I think what will happen was if the protests do happen, or when the protests do happen, because I'm certain they will, he'll deploy the National Guard, and then he'll start cancelling the primaries in March. And
then what will happen?
And then the midterms in November will get cancelled, and then he'll become officially a dictator. I mean, that's the plan, I think. Whether that is allowed to happen, I don't know. I don't know what will happen after that. What do you think?
I've been predicting civil war for about 5 years.
Civil war, yeah.
Not in it, like, eventually.
Yeah. Well, it's on the pathway, isn't it?
That's the fall of Rome, kid.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think it's leading that path, but how long it takes...
Wish it had hurried the fuck up and have as few casualties as possible, but with him in charge...
That's the problem. I know, that's the difficulty, isn't it? Because people are going to get hurt and killed, and they're already getting hurt and killed.
They already are, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this lady who got killed by ICE, she might be the first white American lady to be killed by ICE, but she certainly isn't the first person.
No, I think there's been 9.
They've killed loads, yeah.
But they've all been brown or black people, yeah. But this is the first white one. You're right. But yeah, she's the 10th, I think, that they've killed. So, you know. And there have been protests, but not... I think this will send it over the line in terms of, like, mass protest, I think, probably.
And I guarantee it, eventually we'll find out about people that have been kidnapped and killed under premise of ICE that wasn't ICE at all.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Christy Noem's, as you said, she's got, like, her sort of concentration camps full of fucking prisoners that she's abducted off the street, so... Yeah, you know, it's definitely...
The other thing I did want to mention, just because I caught it the other day, and because obviously for whatever reason, eyes are not on Palestine right now, where it's all still as bad as it ever was, and people are still getting killed by the day. Down over the fence in Tel Aviv this week, or last week, recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but a crowd of ultra-Orthodox Jews were protesting and a bus mowed into them, killing 2, injuring dozens.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
A day or two after that, a district court judge was mowed down by a car while out on his motorcycle.
Oh, the one that was overseeing Netanyahu's corruption case. Mm-hmm. I did hear about that bit.
This is all still going on. It's gone mental.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to get better. I don't know what to... I feel... I'm exhausted. And I don't know anyone else keeps up with it.
No, I know it's difficult. It's hard. It's really, really overwhelming. Like, everything is so overwhelming. And, like, 8 days into a new year and things have escalated so fucking rapidly in 8 days since last year. It's just fucking insane. I don't know what happens next, but like you say, there's the shit in Palestine, which is unabated. There's Ukraine unabated.
The world has just got to bite the bullet and turn the back on him.
On Trump.
That's all you can do with these cunts, yeah?
Well, Trump could stop all of it if he wanted to, like that. He's got that power. He could certainly stop the Israeli shit. He probably could stop Putin if he really actually wanted to. And he certainly could stop the shit in America.
But China could stop him, and they're just sitting there.
Yeah. True. I know.
America's got a lot of debt. They're basically owned by China.
300 trillion or something ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, I just need to write a message. Yeah, I know. It's just absolutely insane. I don't know. Yeah, but you're right. Trump is the linchpin that needs to be removed, and then things can start returning to a sort of normality in inverted commas. Yeah. No, you're right. 218 people. I think they need 218 congressmen and women in America to impeach him. I think they need to have the signed papers of impeachment. So,
is anyone even talking about it?
I've heard seen a couple of rumors online. I think AOC, like you mentioned earlier, she mentioned something about it, I think yesterday. Why they haven't done it already, fuck knows. That's
what does he have to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck's sake.
We've just spent like nearly an hour talking, like breaking down what he's done in a week.
Are they waiting for him to nuke somebody first?
Well, fuck knows. It's just beyond belief why he's not been held to account. Metaphorically.
Oh, that's the least I'd do to him.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I mean that's the week that was, as someone used to say in the 80s, I think.
That was the week that was. Was it David Dimbleby?
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it, in the 80s? That was the show in... Oh.
Speaking of old things, do you know what I found today?
Yeah, oh no, right, go on.
No, not you, of things in the olden times.
Oh, right.
You know Rex Harrison?
Oh, yeah,
the actor.
From My Fair Lady.
He's from Highton.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But also, learning that made me remember. Did you know, do you know where Bob Hope's from?
Bob Hope. Is he Liverpool as well or somewhere?
Eltham.
No. Oh, is he? Eltham. Yeah. Okay, now. And Cary Grant's from Bristol down the road as well.
Shut up!
No, Cary Grant's called something else. He's called
You see,
Archibald
those clipped
something.
accents, you just think they were born and bred in Kensington, don't you? And I don't mean
Bristol.
the Liverpool Kensington, obviously.
It was a Brizzle boy, Cary Grant, yeah. I know.
Fucking hell.
So Bob Hope's from
Bloody
Eltham, is he? No, I didn't know that. Yeah.
They've got the little Bob Hope theatre there, haven't they? Because I remember seeing the theatre and thinking, what the shit has Bob Hope got to do with Eltham?
Oh, yeah. Never clicked. Yeah.
No.
Fair enough. So he was born there.
Funny old world, isn't it? Well, it used to be.
It used to be. Yeah.
Keep smiling. Smile and wave.
Yeah, we've
Smile
got
and wave, boys.
Should we wrap it up? Because we've gone about an hour. And before we do, I want to say one thing that I forgot to say last week. We got a new website, finally.
Oh, yeah, is it up?
Yeah. I sent it to you the other day. It's all good.
Yeah, but did you?
Yeah. I said have a look and see what you think.
I must have missed it. I thought you sent it to me a couple of weeks ago, and then you said it was about to go live, and then I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no, it's online. It's online now. It's up.
Wicked.
So that is our new source of everything that to do with the pod. We'll just bang it all on the website. Anything writing we do, we can put on there. We're going to put there's loads of clips on there already. All our contact info's on there. Everything you want to know about us is on there, and we're just going to build it up from there. So that's our new central sort of repository for everything No Holds Pod. It's called it's at noholdsbarredpod.com, and it comes
Nice
with a new shiny email address as well, which I'll put at the bottom. But it's info@noholdsbarredpod.com as well. So yeah.
See, if you get a QR code for it, I'd have
I've
that as
got-
a tattoo on the back of my hand.
I've got a QR code. I can give you a QR. I bet there's a tattoo parlor in Clacton.
I've only just got it. Oh,
Yeah, Sal and I are going
that'd
to
be
Clacton
commitment,
soon.
that wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Fucking
it would be. Yeah, don't have too many
Oh.
fruity ciders in Wetherspoons, otherwise you end up down there. Then the tattoo parlor getting
Yeah,
No
we'll be down
holds
in
barred.
Wethy's Clacton in a couple of weeks.
So yeah, go to our new website. I'll obviously put a link down below, and I'll put it on the banner as well. So yeah, that's our new home for
Nice
everything,
one,
basically.
dude.
So yeah,
Well
merch
done.
store is on its way. That's the next edition that's coming along. Buy some merch. No holds bad. I've got to get some microphone. With like a logo on our microphone.
Oh, I was looking at pink ones last night. I was going to surprise you, but I won't bother now. You're already on it.
Well, I've got an orange one and a black one, but yeah, I need to
I
get
found
a branded one.
a pink fluffy one.
Oh, okay, nice.
Mm.
But yeah,
I
I
know
think
it's because stop noises
the
and
wind.
the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me, if anyone hasn't watched our Nigel Farage lie counter from yesterday, there is an added bonus. It was a bit bucket and nails because we haven't got the software. So if you'd like to see us be technically better, please donate to the Ko-fi. However, the bonus of watching it on my TV in my actual house was that the microphone did not pick up any of the braying.
No, it didn't. It
So
just picked up the actual mic.
Only I had to suffer the braying. So that was worth it for me. So you get to watch PMQs without the braying if we start doing that regularly.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that when I was editing this morning. I was like, I was only picking up what Psalm really bad enough playing. Yeah,
that's how they should do it. That's how it should be filmed.
It would be bad, wouldn't it? Definitely. So yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, so that's it, I think, for this week.
Cool. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends.
Please do. Yeah, that's it. Have a great weekend. I'll get this out tomorrow, and bye for now.
Bye.
In a stunning late-night operation, I had some friends of mine execute a raid on my neighbor Tom's house. He put up quite a fight, but we got through, and he's in custody. I haven't liked what he's been doing over there for a while now, so I've decided to run his house myself. He leaves his Christmas lights up too long. He never trims his avocado tree that hangs over my fence, and I believe he's running fentanyl out of there. I can't prove the last one, but it makes sense. I've seen him speak Spanish. I got rid of the wife as well. I didn't really have a problem with her, but we did do a 4th of July block party, and she brought empanadas, so better safe than sorry. I've got them at a Residence Inn a couple towns over. I've been using his home as my own little man cave. Pretty great. It turns out he has a fantastic wine cellar that I have tapped into extensively. Anyway, I'll be running his home until a time when I can have a safe, proper, and judicious turnover to some other guy, which probably won't be happening soon. And just a heads up, I plan to take over some other neighbors' homes as well. Phil, across the street, has a pretty cool car I'd like to be in charge of. And Alex, who lives catty corner from me, has a wife who's a yoga instructor. Be taking that one soon. Again, doing it for the good of the neighborhood, so stay tuned.